Hi, Kimberly Olsen here, and in this video I'm going to share with you some history about a very special day, Mother's Day. And at the end of this video I'm going to share with you how I plan on honoring mothers throughout the world, actually. But I was really shocked and intrigued to know what the history of Mother's Day was. And I decided to write a blog post and do a video on Mother's Day, and I thought, what should I talk about? And I thought, I really don't know how it started. I don't know where it came from. And of course there's the origins of clear back in Greek and Roman times when they honored Greek god and Roman gods and goddesses, and they had a special time when they honored women. And then throughout history, those in the Christian, especially the Catholic faiths, they honored and celebrated a mothering day in honor of Mary, the mother of Jesus. And so it kind of had some origins there, but the actual Mother's Day that we celebrate today, the origins of that came from something that I had no idea. The woman who wrote, she actually keyed the battle hymn or wrote the battle hymn of the Republic. Her name was Anne, and her last name escapes me, but it'll be in the article. But she actually wanted a day where the mothers actually united. She was so disheartened by the battle of the Civil War, and mothers' sons that were killing other mothers' sons, and it just made her so distraught that she wanted to bring everyone together, mothers together, to work on peace for the world, so that sons didn't have to kill other mothers' sons. It was all about peace. It was all about bringing mothers together for peace. And that's the original origins of Mother's Day. And in fact, she had hoped that July 4th, our Independence Day, would be considered Mother's Day. And as we know, that wasn't the case, and we now celebrate it in June, or May and June. Some places May, some places June, depending on what part of the world that you're from. And it's actually celebrated different times for other countries as well. But in the American tradition, that's of Mother's Day, it stemmed from there, and it took off from there, and different women and different senators and different things throughout United States history took on the idea of honoring our mothers. And one thing that she really disheartened her was the fact that it became very commercialized. Before she died, she actually was pretty much against the floral companies, because they really took advantage of the fact that they were used the buying of carnations, which is one of the symbols of Mother's Day, is the flower carnation. And she really didn't like the fact that they were taking advantage of that. And so, to honor her, to honor all mothers throughout the world, for those of you who have maybe been following my videos and throughout the last several months may have known that I'm on a journey to bring parents home to their children. And I'm doing that as well for mothers specifically. I know what it's like. I've been there when I've had to, for a very short time, when my children were very small, I had a job for just a few months because I couldn't cut it. But I can remember crying myself to work. And I was blessed because my husband was able to take care of my children. And so I wasn't leaving them with strangers. But it still was difficult for me not to be there. It was difficult for me not to see the moments that they were developing, things throughout their day. That was difficult. And so my goal is to bring mothers home, so they don't have to miss out on those special moments, so they don't have to drop their children off to someone else, to have them raise them, to instill their values and ideals instead of things that are important to each one of them, each one of you. So if you are a mom watching this right now and you'd like to spend more time with your children, you want to come home and be able to raise your children, click the link below and let me show you the way that I've found so that I can stay home and raise my children. I homeschool them, and it's been a night and day difference for our family once we got the business platform that we're utilizing now, we have so much more freedom and so much more ability to do the things that we want to do with our family. And with that, happy Mother's Day. I hope that you found this informative as well. Leave your comments below as well in the comments section of your favorite Mother's Day tradition, because I'd love to find out what you and your family do for traditions for Mother's Day. I know my kids like to serve me breakfast in bed, and they bring me little homemade cards and gifts, and we love that. So definitely click the link below, leave your comments below, and remember, when you take massive action, you become unstoppable.